Hello and welcome. My name is Cambell and this is Spiral Up, where we talk about practical concepts that we can use to improve our daily lives and get more of what we want. And today I have to talk about December 21st, 2020 and the Great Conjunction. Alright, so here we are. I'm recording this actually on the 20th of December 2020, and tomorrow is the Great Conjunction. And you may have heard of the Great Conjunction. There's been a bit of talk about it, but really not a lot, not a lot of information. For what this is, we've really been kept in the dark, because what is happening tomorrow is we are shifting into a new age. Now, you've probably heard of the age of Aquarius, the dawning of the age of Aquarius, and the song that goes along with it. That's true. This is astrology, and of course we don't get taught a lot about astrology and about reading the stars and the energies of the stars and the planets. All we really get taught is, the science, the sort of materialistic version of it. But if you look into history, all cultures put a lot of time and effort into reading the stars because they basically live their lives by them. Obviously, we have the seasons and growing crops and things like that. But then we have bigger cycles, and all ancient cultures knew about these bigger cycles. And like I said, they put a lot of time and effort into reading them and into using them as a way of predicting what was coming up in the future. Because what we're going into is the age of Aquarius. At the moment, we're in the age of Pisces. Now, the major influence through the age of Pisces has probably been the Christian church. And the symbol of the Christian church is a fish. You see the stickers on the back of people's cars. The two fish are Pisces, age of Pisces. Before the age of Pisces, we had the age of Aries. And again, when you look back into history and antiquity, we find lots of depictions of, goats, people with goat hoofs, people with ram horns, like Pan, the god Pan, Moses. There's a lot of statues of Moses with ram horns. So that's all symbolizing that they were from the age of Aries, which was the age before the age of Pisces. So that was, sort of 3,000 years ago or so. Before that, we had the age of Taurus, which was the bull. And again, there's a lot of bull worship. You look back into ancient Egypt, there's heaps of bull worship, the Minoans, all these cultures. And of course in the Bible, when Moses gets the Ten Commandments, he comes down from Mount Sinai and finds the people worshipping a bull, and he smashes it and yells at them because it was the end of the age of Taurus, and that's what that story was about. Before Taurus we had Leo, and you've probably all heard that the Sphinx in Egypt is facing where the sun would have risen on the, the spring equinox, I believe, in the age of Leo. So these are all different ages. Now, these ages last for about 2,500 years each, and they are part of what is called the precession of the equinox, or Plato called it the Great Year. And it's basically the 12 signs of the zodiac, and over time they change their position in the sky, and their influence on the earth becomes, greater or lesser depending on where they are. And each age, each 2,500 year section is governed by a particular sign. So we're going into Aquarius, which is an air sign, coming out of Pisces, which was an earth sign. So the earth signs are a lot more heavy. They're a lot more physical. Obviously, in the last 2,500 years, this cycle that we've been in, this age, it's been very physical. We haven't been taught a lot about esoterics and about our spiritual selves and energy. It's all been about everything's physical. Everything's science. It can all be, explained away with atoms and protons and neutrons and all this kind of stuff. And it's also about our rule. The age of Pisces is about rule and control, and we've definitely seen that. That's literally what this last age has been about. It's about people trying to control us and us trying not to be controlled. That's literally the story of the age of Pisces. And so the age of Aquarius is a lot more about information and imagination and creativity and awareness and expansiveness. So it's quite different. There's been a lot of talk about the 3D, 4D, 5D worlds, and going to the 5D world, which is basically, it's really just language for talking about the different ages in the age of Aquarius, because the energy is going to change. The vibration, the frequency is going to rise. And we've actually been seeing this all year, especially in the last couple of months, on the Schumann frequency, the Schumann frequency is the resonant sound of the Earth. So it's the Earth's vibration. And it's been rising in pitch. It's been getting higher and higher. It's actually been doing that for about the last 50 years. As we come towards this new age, but like I said, just recently it's really starting to peak out. So the energy is rising, the vibration is rising. And of course, those who wish to rule us, they don't want this to happen, because when this happens, they lose their power, because we're going to see through them, and we're not going to want to be ruled by them. And this is what 2020 has all been about, guys. This is everything. This whole Wu flu, beer virus, locking people in their houses, separating people, masking people. It's all been about the 21st of December and the changing of ages, and about the ruling class trying to keep control into the next age, which is what they're trying to do. They cannot do it because you can't. You can't fight the universe. You can't fight God. Things are going to change, and when the vibration rises, they just won't be able to. I'm not sure if they'll get exposed if they try and do what they have been doing. It's going to be blatantly obvious, and no one will put up with it. So their days are numbered, and they're obviously not happy about it. So they're trying to, beat God. They're trying to separate us all, to keep us from realizing who we are, to stop our energies connecting. That's the 6 foot distancing, to stop us talking, because everyone's starting to, everyone's awareness is starting to rise. Everyone's starting to see things in a different way. Conspiracy theory is becoming true. And this is what's happening, and this is why the media are, banning everything, censorship, social media. They just don't want us talking about what we're feeling and thinking and experiencing. But they can't stop this, guys. So don't worry. We can't lose. So their biggest weapon is fear. False evidence appearing real. And that's all it is. It's just a show. Okay? And what they're trying to do is they're trying to get everyone to think what they want them to think. They want everyone to be fearful. They want everyone to be in a low vibration, because that's what fear is. Fear is a low vibration of, I can't do anything, please help me, I need answers, which is age of Pisces, not age of Aquarius. Okay, so they're trying to lock people into that mindset and that vibration. That's what it's all about. It's not about any, flu. It's not even about, communist takeovers. That whole thing is really, see, what it is everything is energy, really. And what we're seeing is our interpretation in the physical realm through our 5 senses. So this is how the changing of ages is shown to us, from moving from a place of control to a place where we have control of ourselves, and we take responsibility, for who we are and what we what we do in this world, the world that we want to create, it's a lot more about responsibility at the age of Aquarius, and that's what we're going into. We're growing up, guys. We're going from little kids who, had people looking after us, telling us the information that we were allowed to have, telling us, our limitations, where we could go, what we could do. That's where we were. Now we're growing up, and it's all about self-responsibility, because as Spider-Man said, with great knowledge, or with what is paraphrasing, but with great knowledge comes great responsibility. So as we learn and get more awareness, it is about us becoming responsible for ourselves and taking control of our lives and our world and our future and our experience. And this is what it's all about. This is 2020, guys. It's all about tomorrow. And I think there will be a palpable change tomorrow, but it's not all going to happen tomorrow. This has been happening for the last 20, 30 years, and it will continue to happen for the next, as we move into it. January may be a bit crazy, but then things will definitely start to get better, very quickly. You're going to see change very quickly, very, very quickly. There will be a new world and a new normal, but it will not be what these elitist parasite archons want. It will be what is best for us and what we decide we want. So yes, the age of Aquarius is upon us, guys. There's no stopping this. We're here. This is the big secret that they've been trying to hide from us for so long. And this one is a big one. Obviously, we have a change of age every 2,500 years. But this one is ending on, we've got the age of Aquarius, which is the precession of the equinox. We also have the Mayan long count calendar, which is a different, that's 2,200 years around about. That was supposed to end, as we know, 2012, and there was all this fear put out. Now, what happened is they changed the calendars, guys. They changed the calendars on us. And in Ethiopia, they never changed. So they never changed to the Gregorian calendar. They're still on the Julian. Is that right? So they actually still have 13 months. And in Ethiopia, it is currently 2012. So there you go. So it lands on that as well. Also, the Vedic way of counting time with the Yugas and the Kali Yuga as well is ending at this point. And there's also many smaller cycles, 80-year cycles, 20-year cycles. They're all converging tomorrow, like so many. So this is a change that happens every 2,500 years, but the change that we're going to see is really one that only happens about every 12,000 years, 11,800, I think it is. So big changes, guys. This has also got to do with, the golden age, the bronze age, how they split the cycles into 4. So what we're doing is we're literally coming from the bottom. We're starting to rise up again, coming back into, the bronze age, and we go silver and gold. So there we go. I just wanted to let you know that this is big. It is happening. No matter how much the mainstream media and everyone tries to deny this, you can't. This is all through history. Pretty much all they talk about is these ages and astrology in the sky and what it does and different messages. And of course, there seems to be some, a big physical part to this. We play out almost what goes on in the sky. So it definitely is big. It's definitely going to make a change. And most of all, just don't be fearful, guys. Be happy. Be happy that you can now create whatever you want. Look forward to what you want. This new normal, we have to create the new world, which means there's no going back to these old mind-numbing, redundant jobs from the past that really gave no value. That they're gone. So the thing is, how can you give value? That's what we should be focusing on, is how can we give value back in this new paradigm, in this new world, because that's what it is. And you've seen it. People have been, jumping ship, changing their lifestyle, starting alternative, communities and things, all, since the 70s, but definitely a lot this year. And this is what it is. Everyone's fed up with the system. They're done. Everyone wants this new world. No one wants this reset. It's not going to happen, this financial reset or whatever that the World Economic Forum and Klaus are talking about. It's not going to happen, guys. Look, it's all falling apart. If you look below the headlines of the MSN, you'll see this is all falling apart. Even the parasites are starting to turn on each other, which is very good to see. Let them eat each other, I say. So again, I'm rambling a little bit, but this is, I just really wanted to let you guys know that tomorrow is huge. It's really what this whole year has been about, and it's now that we can really make some change, really use our intention to create the world that we all want and deserve, because it's clear that this old one is only made for the few, not for the many. And it's time to turn those tables. Alright guys, I hope that made some sense to you. I hope you got something from it. If you've got any questions, leave them below. Please share this video, give me a like, and have an awesome day. And I'll talk to you all on the next upload. Bye for now.